I am nature. You don't talk about it, you inhale it. It becomes part of you. It goes through a creative process in your psyche, and then it comes out. Art is shedding its vaunted mystery for a common sense of keenly realized decoration. We are pressing downwards towards no art, a mutual sense of psychologically indifferent decoration, a neutral pleasure of seeing known to everyone, new images, memories arrested in space.
We'd be in a bar drinking, and instead of going to the men's room, he'd go outside and take a leak just outside of the door. We'd be driving, and he'd stop by the side of the road in broad daylight and take a leak.
How do you know when you're finished with a painting? How do you know when you're finished making love? When I am in my painting, I am not aware of what I'm doing. It is only after a sort of get acquainted period that I see what I have been about. The painting has a life of its own. I try to let it come through.
Jackson loved to tell this story about a little boy who wanted to be initiated into a famous clan, but had to do 3 heroic things before he became famous.
I try to stay away from any recognizable image. If it creeps in, I try to do away with it and not let the image carry the painting. It's extra cargo and unnecessary. We must experience our age in terms of painting, not an illustration, but the equivalent.
It is as if his work was the last achievement of whose status every serious artist is convinced.
7.
The ascendancy of a priest class of critics and curators to whom words were more important than pictures created what Adolf Gottlieb called
manufactured artists, bums full of dialectics but couldn't paint a lick. In our era, many new professions have been created at great cost with the sole end of showing what beauty society has recently been able to achieve and how it has reasoned soundly in all of its plans. Whereas I, without any salary, provided the example of completely opposite schemes. This has inevitably been badly received.
In 1948, Pierre Alechinsky, Asker Jorn, and Carol Apple formed the group Cobra as a response to Parisian dominance of the art world.
Vanish, art critics, partial, incoherent, and divided imbeciles. In vain do you stage the spectacle of a false encounter. You have nothing in common but a role to cling to. You are only in this market to parade one of the aspects of Western commerce. Your confused and empty babble on a decomposed culture. History has depreciated you. Even your audacities belong to a past now forever closed.
Whatever, that's cool. Huh? Yeah, it's cool.
I accepted this assignment as a challenge with strictly malicious intentions. I hope to paint something that will ruin the appetite of every son of a bitch who ever eats in that room. If the restaurant would refuse to put up my murals, that would be the ultimate compliment. But they won't. People can stand anything these days. Going from success to success, modern society was convinced it was loved. It has since had to abandon these dreams. It prefers to be feared. Its innocent air has gone forever. People are so bored nowadays, artists have been posted on every street corner as a precautionary measure. Soon we will see only artists in the streets, and it will take no end of effort to find a single man.
Okay. I don't know. Not right.
To be an artist is to be pompous. Painters are less cultivated than writers and therefore pretentious in ways writers know enough to avoid. Clinical, paranoid, tiresome and pretentious, tedious beyond belief. They wanted male artists who would come and be their charming guests. They could be very charming. The artist buffoons would come to court to entertain, to charm. Every day you have to abandon your past or accept it, and then if you cannot accept it, you become a sculptor. Yet lonesomeness is a state in which the creative artist must dwell much of the time. The truly creative artist is projecting towards what he has not seen and can only take the company of his identity. The adventure is alone and the process itself becomes actuality. It is him and the work he has left the subject behind.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. More.